Right field for his bosom buddy Fabio Quartararo, the reigning MotoGP world champion, looks on. Those two were having a Dixon did come tantalisingly close to winning in Moto2, didn't he, before, back at the end of 20, as a result of the high temperatures. So that is the official reason then from Franco have caused this reduction in the race distance for Moto2. We were originally scheduled to go for, that's been reduced then to 16 laps. That was a totally different complexion on this Grand Prix as the riders come through. British Jake Dixon, the third Brit to qualify on pole in Moto2 with Sam Lowes, and of course these riders will start from the front row of the grid. It's Sunday though when it really matters. It's Sunday when there's points and the temperature is given as 33 degrees, so the temperatures really are climbing, and I didn't pose the question since that is indeed what we've got. Every rider in the field is going for the harder front and softer rear. That there are just a few small spots of rain that have started to fall. This is just 1 seconds to go before the start of this already shortened Moto2 Grand Prix. All the rocks and the nerves will be jangling now as he starts from pole position in Moto2 for the very first time. Fernandez, green flag then waves at the back. We're all set to go in Moto2 in Mandalika, Indonesia in Moto2. Great start from the front row from number 37, Augusto Fernandez. Likewise, the Sangat Ketat. What a start from him. The Thai rider leads from fourth on the grid. Oh, Marinas pushes him back through. Vietti just about stays upright, but the championship leader up 2 spots. So Sam has just gone on the top left-hand picture of your corner at 25 laps. It is a 16-lap Grand Prix as well. These riders are going to be trying to find a way back through on Arenas. Yeah, former Moto3 rival. He went wide through turn 8 and got well out of shape. He was trying to shape up through the field and made good progress. Ben Schneider, though, who started in the middle of the second row, he was going wide, I think. I saw him on top of the screen. Brilliant start then for Thai rider Sangat Ketat. In this part of Southeast Asia, there'll be fans and got the late breaker. Here comes Vietti then now. Young Italian versus very experienced Italian. You've got to be careful because Simone Corsi, he's one of the most aggressive. He's got a bit of a reputation, has he, for some to the field. He started 13th. He's already up into 4th now, up 9 spots in the grid. As you can see left hand side of the screen, Bench away, I'd imagine. He doesn't take it just yet. He's too busy battling with his teammate for T8. Yeah, Augusto Fernandez. This is what Augusto Fernandez struggles with. He's on those fresh tyres with a full fuel tank. There's nobody really quick. It's a fortnight makes for Sangat Ketat. Leads Corsi going in really hot. I think Arenas is going to have to really for the pieces too. He moves back through into 5th position. Yeah, Corsi just picked up Arenas there, and Vietti said they might find a way through away from Corsi because Corsi won't care that he's the world championship leader. He's out there for individual bikes. Indeed, he has. He's now down to 9th position. Acosta's looking punchy in the early stages of this race. He's certainly not going to be Vietti. He's going to think a little bit better of that, and he gets picked up by his teammate. Summer Crayford just saying the rain is. Acosta fights back then on Augusto Fernandez, and that's a late lunge coming in from Albert Arenas. He's got stuff on the inside of Fernandez as they sweep through this crucial turns 2 and 3. Off-tier rider back in the Moto3 race failed to adhere to the long lap penalty and had to take a couple of them later on. Chatra though goes in on the back of his fellow Brit Sam Lowes in 2nd and 3rd. How nerve-wracking will that be? Clear signs there of rain sector. Albert Arenas is getting Moto3 flashbacks here, isn't he? It's like a Moto3 scrap as he fights to keep himself inside the season opener. He's bounced back in stunning fashion. 4th on the grid, made a stunning start at the place. But some Chantra can't ever recall the situation where he's led a passively away with his teammate Augusto Fernandez. But in these conditions, if you do have a bit of spot, in many ways the hardest place to be in this Grand Prix is at the front because the riders behind can gaze to. They see the rider in front struggling, then they can start to ease the way towards. There's Acosta. Nearly gets well and true. Yeah, he did this. He had a bit of a dummy run yesterday. It was pretty dirty and slick and greasy in that long lap on the outcome of the Grand Prix. Now then, Acosta drops back in. He was in 7th place in the top 10 contention, but with the shortened race distance, only 30 laps to go. Sam Lowes, a bit too eager on the also lights up the eyes of Jake Dixon immediately behind him, and this has now given Sangat Ketat an advantage of nearly 3/4. Does feel he has the pace to get past his compatriot Sam Lowes and chase off after Chantry. He won't want to
accumulating two lots in the background that are moving ominously in our direction. Chantra's lead now closing in on 1 second.
Finishing the top 10 on a regular basis. Well, he's making good on that promise right now, isn't he? Fastest lap of the Grand Prix. There was already dropped back over 2 seconds behind your race leader Chantra, so there's a lot of ground for him to recover with just 12 laps remaining.
About 1 second now, 1.1 as you can see top left of your screen. That will be starting to catch the attention of Jay Dixon, visibly faster than Sam Lowe's as he now gets on the inside. We're not used to seeing people overtake through there into turn 6, but can it now has another go at Sam Lowe's. Lowe's down to 4th.
Yeah, Sam Lowe's is... Oh, Dixon's gone down. No, Jake Dixon. And Jake Dixon's battle for a career first podium in Moto2 is over. Trailbreaker and out of this Grand Prix. It's quite a long way round that corner. The front end just washes out from underneath Dixon. That is now Jorge Martinez Aspar. Can't believe it. Head in hands. Pure frustration for the Aspar team.
He had a very good start to this Grand Prix. He was running inside the top six as well. So we've lost two key contenders from this leading group looking to come through. Arbolino, of course, who was so impressive in Qatar. He now leads our second group in 5th.
You just wonder whether Chantra's, as Lewis said, opening up an advantage of over a second for the first time in this Grand Prix. Was pretty seconds previously gone into that second place. Unfortunately, what a chance for a podium finish. Slips
follows us. That race has now been reduced to 3/4 race distance due to the same reasons, of course, of this race. But let's focus on the race ahead of us. Chantra's lead then has come down slightly. In fact, no, it's holding firm at 1.qualifier, but he's certainly a Sunday man, isn't he?
Massive gap already built up between this top 4 riders. We can see, Tony Arbolino, Augusto Fernandez, they're nearly 4 seconds back as Vietti picks the pocket of some young Italian. Sam Lowe's has been struggling a little bit earlier after a strong start here, but the gap already built up. Fernandez, Aldegate, Arenas and co, they're not going to be able to get back on par with just 10 laps remaining.
No, they're all Romano, Fanati, who's in 20th. They're all pretty much line astern. So Pedro Acosta, who's recovering from that long Chantra, who of course is chasing the first ever Grand Prix victory, it'll be a first ever podium for Chantra. Together, he's going to well and truly beat that. But can these guys close in? It looks like Vietti's the rider with the pace in this group. He was faster than
Rosina Vietti, who only just took that 3rd place from Lowe's on the previous lap. Career best finish, 5th place. He scored just 2 points in the following 7 Grand Prix. Pre-season, Hiroshi possibly for the championship. I'm not too sure there was that many people actually believed Hiroshi at the time when he made that lap. 9 laps to go. Still Chantra that leads. Over the line, his advantage was 1.6 seconds.
Connecting to 6th position, he's past Augusto Fernandez, whose difficult race goes on. Acosta's also making progress. He's now past Cameron, sitting for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th on that last lap. So Acosta making good progress, but Arbolino continues to lead this chasing group as a good.
Yeah, this will sting for Ayagura as well. He's been billed as the top man in the Honda Team Major squad, hasn't he? Quinn for Hiroshi Ayama's squad. In fact, Chantra's so good in that first sector. He's found a couple of tenths. Eked out.
First and second last time out as Vietti now. That's class. Vietti on the inside of Aaron Canet. Canet's going to try and hang around once again. Vietti now up into 2nd place. He looked like he'd been shaping up for a couple laps if he was faster than Canet. Now he's got past.
Vietti, that was really risky. That was a high risk move considering he's the world champion leader. You can see how much he was like out here. Kubo, unfortunately, has gone down on the VR46 Mastercam Calex chassis. So then Vietti's a personal best time of the Grand Prix, 1:35.998. That's a